Hi everyone, this is For Your Glory YouTube channel. I just wanted to tell everybody about how Jesus has changed me and given me new hope. As I was growing up and a youth, my parents were in the Church of the Nazarene, and my parents sang in front of the church, and my grandma did, she sang and led the junior church, and so during my youth with that, she would bring me up to the front and to lead the singing. And my grandma, she's very musical, so she had electric guitars, harmonicas, and piano. I knew all the Bible stories, all the junior church songs. I went to church camps year after year, and my parents sent me to Christian schools all the way to high school. In high school, I was in a public school. And then after my youth being brought up in the Church Nazarene, then I went over to adult worship, in the sanctuary, and saw how things were a little different over there. And right off, it was the, noticing the altar call. My grandma used to say, come on, Junebug, let's go down and pray. After the service, when they were doing the altar call, Junebug was my nickname. And then the next Sunday, come on, Junebug, let's go down to the altar and pray. And after a while, it got to be where that's what we did, was go down to the altar and pray. And I see people down there praying and crying, and I figured that's what you do down there. I started breaking away from that a little after I got to my young adult in my 19s and 20s, and started drinking and going out to the bars, and I did get married. Had children, and my husband, we were baptized, and my kids went to church. We didn't go to church with them, but all that seemed to be the right things to do. That's what you would do. That's what you did. If somebody had asked me at any part in my life if I was a Christian, my answer would be absolutely yes, I'm a Christian. I would tell people that I was very spiritual, and I prayed to God when I needed something, or there was a problem. That's kind of where things kind of started, even kind of my spiral downhill thing. I started finding myself being more and more unhappy. Emptiness, the loneliness. I was very unsettled. A lot of disappointments. I had convinced myself basically that there was trouble in my marriage, of my not being fulfilled, and I started seeking for my happiness. I was convinced that I deserved my happiness, and I should go find it. And that there was a perfect man somewhere that would give me that happiness. that went into another marriage and then another marriage. Searching. Then one time I actually even was deciding that maybe I could find that right man in church. I've gone to church before. I've been to church. I was totally okay with going to church. And so I was sitting in the service, and they were singing the songs, and I was by myself, and I'm not really one to stand up and put my arms up, so I was very modest. And they were singing a song, and I was sitting, and the words were up on the screen. And I saw the word surrender. And right then and there, as soon as I saw the word, I heard God speak the word to me, surrender. And I knew that that was God talking to me. And I was up out of my chair, standing up, surrendering my life to God, giving it to Him. He came into my heart. He changed me. I immediately felt His peace, and it was a feeling that I had never ever held before. I knew that Jesus was finally in my heart. He started showing me things and teaching me things, and I had been in the church all of my life. I had been around people that knew Jesus. I had gone down to the altar many times. I had been baptized. After that, I was like I was reading the Bible for the first time. I was seeing things for the first time that I had never experienced before, ever. I was reading the Bible, and it was just overwhelming me with things that I had never seen, heard, and I started getting so overwhelmed that I started a journal, because I started thinking that God is showing me so much that how can I remember, and is there a correlation to what He was talking to me the day before? And I just have to tell you that the Word, the Bible, the Word is God's living Word. Jesus is the Word. It's powerful and it's living. And I've had people say to me, well, God doesn't talk to me like He talks to you, or I read the Bible, I don't understand it. Jesus has to be in your heart. He's the one that speaks through you in the Bible. And the Bible is powerful. Very, very powerful. So, this is the message that I was wanting to share, and to tell you what Jesus has shown me in my life. He has shown me the truth. He is our true fulfillment. You will never find that emptiness that you have, the loneliness. You are searching and searching. A man won't feel that. There's only one who can give you the true fulfillment and eternal joy. And that is Jesus Christ. He is the truth. He is the answer. And He is the only way. My life would be nothing without Him now. He is my everything. And I guess all I would want to say now is that come to Him while there's still time. He's waiting and He's knocking on the door of your heart. Come and drink His living water. You'll never be thirsty again. Thank you so much for letting me share my changing, how God has given me a new life. And I'm hoping to share more of my experiences. So if you want to come on to the site for Your Glory on the YouTube channel, and I hope that you could relate to some of the experiences. I love you all so much, and remember, He's the only way. He is the true fulfillment and eternal joy. Love you all.